shutting down the Playboy Club. It feels like they're taking away a part of history.
Yeah, it's the end of an era, alright, but feels more like the beginning. You know, it was never about the parties or the girls and bunnies. So don't get me wrong, the bunnies are always part of it.
Are you really gonna go there? The bunnies? I mean, come on. They were great, but it was so much more than that. It was a social scene. It was a place where all the rich and powerful got together.
Oh, no doubt, but you can't talk about the club without talking about Hugh Hefner.
Playboy was first started by a man named Hugh Hefner, born on April 9, 1926, in Chicago. After serving the Army for 2 years, Hef went on to school at the University of Illinois, graduating with a degree in journalism. From there, he saw a lifestyle magazine for men, Playboy.
Hef did walk that line. He could be the face of the sexual revolution while still playing the role of the cultured intellectual. He knew how to sell that duality, that contradiction.
The first Playboy Club served as almost a monument in Chicago, with its big lit-up sign on the Magnificent Mile. From here, more clubs would open up around the country, and then eventually the infamous Playboy Mansions.
Playboy bunnies were iconic long before Instagram or YouTube influencers. They were the real deal.
I mean, you know, Jackie, it's funny. The Playboy Club wasn't just about parties or girls. It was also about film. I don't think people realize how much the club and Playboy magazine and stuff were tied into Hollywood back then.
Oh, absolutely. Hef knew that film was a powerful tool, and he wasn't just making a lifestyle brand. He was creating a visual culture. He had a hand in so many movies, from Thomas Crown Affair to Barbella. The club itself was practically a movie set.
This evolved Playboy from not just being a magazine, but a revolution in TV, as films like these had not been done before.
And don't forget the Playboy Playmate of the Year spreads. They were like mini movie posters. Hef used the magazine and the club to shape how women were seen on screen. He was involved in Hollywood, but more importantly, he shaped the way Hollywood saw itself. He had the Hollywood stars at his parties, but he also took control of their image. He turned Playboy Mansion into his own private screening room. I mean, not just for the stars too, but also to keep the lines between the world of cinema and Playboy blurred and together.
Overall, Playboy had a big impact on starting the 1960s sexual revolution, the sexualizing of women and feminism that came from it, and the evolution of film and our culture as we know it now.
You're right. He knew how to blend the world of glamour with the world of film, and that's part of what made the club so seductive. It wasn't just a social space, it was a cinematic space. The parties felt like the scenes from movies. People expected to see something spectacular when they walked in, like they were stepping into the set of a film and they hadn't even been casted in it.
Although some of these sites no longer exist as Playboy, the buildings that used to hold the scandals and evolution still stand. Now for the downfall of Playboy, that's a story for another time. But it's still important to remember the history of Playboy and its impacts, starting in our big Chicago.
I guess in a way, Hef made the Playboy Club part of the story. It was both real and imagined, like a blend of Hollywood fantasy and everyday life.
And now it's all ending, but like any good film, it'll live on in the memory of those who were part of it.
Yeah, it'll be remembered. The lights may go out in the last Playboy Club, but it'll never really fade from the screen.
All these bitches out here trying to be a playmate, but I want to be Hugh Hefner. I want to throw bands on these hoes. Fuck on your bitch like I'm Hefner.